Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody has a great Thursday. I am here today with Rhonda Flint, and we would like to learn some super interesting and healthy way of living your life. Please introduce yourself.
So my name is Rhonda Flint. I am a holistic wellness educator. I have been learning about all things healthy for around about 17, 18 years now. And I also talk about the lymphatic system. So I am a lymphatic detox specialist. Also just recently got certified in vibrational raindrops. So raindrop is where you use oils on the bottom of your feet, on your spine, and on your back. And then I do them with tuning forks. So it's kind of like a raindrop on steroids. So you get the benefit of the essential oils to help boost your immune system and add the healthy frequency back into your body. And then you get the frequency of the tuning forks.
We will go deeper in it in a second. But let's start from beginning. How the idea of starting even the business or getting into the health was born in your head?
So it actually started with a very sweet friend about 17 years ago that came into my house, and I had 3 or 4 candles burning, and she said, you know, those really aren't very healthy. They're actually quite toxic to you. And I was like, I've never heard of that before. She's had 7 kids, so I thought, well, yeah, you've lost some brain cells, so too many children. And I took her advice and did some research and found out that scented candles are very toxic.
So you were, you wanna have the scented home because it didn't smell good, or it was something that the smell brings your good vibration? What was about the smell?
It was just the ambiance of having the home smell like apple pie or pumpkin spice or cinnamon or whatever. And I like the looks of the candles. I would light 4 or 5 of them every night. I probably had 50 candles and little warmers and plug-ins and so forth because I just didn't know any better. And that was kind of my aha moment when I started researching the dangers of all of these artificial scents. And my husband lived on Excedrin, but he only had a headache when he was at home, not when he went to work. Red flag.
So you connected the dots.
Connected the dots. And I was like,
that might be a problem.
Yeah. And within days of me saying, okay, I'm no longer going to burn candles. This is it. Start unplugging the warmers and the plug-ins and so forth. And that was 17 years ago. He's quit taking Excedrin, never had a headache.
So was your friend in the business of essential oils?
This is way before Young Living.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm so thankful the journey that I've been on started before essential oils. I just had a lot of well-meaning friends in my life that just kept dropping little pieces of information, nuggets, like go research. And I like that when people empower me to do my own research. Don't just take their word for it, which is what we all should be doing, but go and do your own research and find out the facts and see if that resonates with you. So no, that was many, many years ago. And then that led me to researching the medicines that we were using and then the foods, and realizing how awful labeling laws are in America, that they don't have to list everything.
Yes.
Things are hidden. Things have pseudonyms to them. MSG has 20 other names that you might not be familiar with.
Yes.
Things like that. So that's what started our health food journey. And we began to get healthier because we changed our eating habits. My son's eczema disappeared when we eradicated sugar and grains from his diet. No more needed the meds and the cream. Oh man, we ate so many hydrocortisones and shots and nothing mattered because it was a gut issue.
Yes.
And when we took care of the gut, then the skin issues followed suit and disappeared.
Wow, that's amazing. So, okay, you did the research and you still want your amazing smells in your home, I guess.
Yes,
so this is how.
So then I actually had nothing to replace that with. We just had a stale home. And then a friend at church knew that I was anemic and had low iron and was on acid reflux meds. And so she introduced me to Young Living essential oils and our incredible antioxidant drink called Ningxia Red. And so I started consuming that and got healthier and healthier and started getting off some of the meds. And another aha moment. What is this? I was not surrounded by a collective group of people that were holistically minded. I did not grow up that way. So essential oils, I started discovering there's nothing new about them. You know, there's hundreds of references in the Bible to them, but that wasn't the circle of friends that I associated with. So started learning about it, and voila, now I can diffuse. So you get a diffuser from Young Living, and that replaced all those other things that I was doing that were harmful for my home and my family. And so we make our own room sprays now with essential oils, or I put the oils in a diffuser. And so not only is it just, oh, your home smells good, but it has a purpose.
Yeah, it has a healthy...
The health benefits.
Yeah.
It's medicinal, it's therapeutic, it's good for the emotions and physical. So, you know, I homeschooled for 17 years, and so everything was strategic. So if it was test day, I'm going to diffuse peppermint because that's really good for alertness and keeping their cognitive memory there. If they're in a bad mood, grumpy, I'm going to diffuse joy or orange. Orange is the happy oil, so I would diffuse that. If there was some sickness, crud going around, I'm going to diffuse oils that I know are going to fight or disinfect the air, so to speak. So
the funny thing that you brought the orange, because I went for one seminar one time related to the real estate. And they told us that the orange, actually, it's a great essential oil or smell to put in the open houses, because it's built a desire and comfort. So people are more willing to. I mean, in this crazy market, probably it doesn't matter. But I know. But when the market slows down, it's probably something which, you know, trigger your brain to want to be there.
Right, yeah, it's what we call the happy oil. And so I'll mix a blend of that with a couple drops of frankincense, and if your heart ever starts palpitating or you're just out of balance and uneasy, a little bit of anxiousness, just inhale that oil, put a couple drops, you know, over your heart. Inhaling the oils is so beneficial. So that's why it's good to diffuse it, because they're inhaling it, right? And so they get it into their brain. So the only way that scents can reach our brain through our limbic region is through scent. And so you probably experienced it, like you walked into a restaurant and you smelled apple pie and you go, oh, that takes me back. I'm standing in my grandma's kitchen and I remember, and you have all these good memories. That's what smell does. So that triggers memory, good and bad, right? But orange oil is a fabulous one for realtors for trying to sell a home.
Okay, let's pick your brain a little bit more. Okay. How about like relaxation, or like, you know, for anxiety? What kind of smells we should...
So again, orange
is
there. We have a blend called Peace and Calming. Does exactly what the name says, right? And so it has like 5 or 6 other single oils in that blend. Cedarwood is a really good oil to put, like maybe a drop on your brainstem, and then of course inhale it. And it's a very relaxing oil that helps balance you. It's also really good for sleep. So you can do that, you know, right before you go to sleep. I mean, think about Bible times. King Solomon, he wanted the entire temple built out of cedarwood.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
The oil of wisdom. So I use that oil a lot as well. Young Living has over 160 essential oils. We have over 600 non-toxic products. So I always say the good thing about Young Living is we have over 600 products. The bad thing about Young Living is we have over 600 products, right? I mean, there's a lot to learn. But you won't find 2,500 ingredients that are banned because they're actually horrible for our endocrine system, for us to breathe in and use on our skin. That's what the foreign countries do. Europe, they've banned 5,000 ingredients. America has banned 12.
Yeah.
And so Young Living has banned around 2,500 ingredients that you won't find in our skincare and makeup and supplements and so forth. So,
okay, so you already, when you hear Young Living, you think about the essential oils, but you just drop all this skincare, hair care.
Yeah.
So you also have this product, right?
Yes. Basically, about the only thing I buy from the big box store is paper products that we need. So anything that you use in your bathroom to get ready, Young Living probably has.
So cleaning products too?
Even cleaning products. So
wow,
we have
I
Thieves.
didn't know that.
Yep, Thieves household cleaner. That and vinegar is the only thing that's in my home. That's the only thing I've cleaned with for 13 years. We have an entire line for men. So beard oil, shave cream, Chutron oil that's very masculine smelling. Anything you used in a bathroom. So body wash, hair care, things to take off your makeup, and then of course all the skincare, all of the makeup. And then for cleaning products, we have an entire line for babies. So diaper rash cream and and Seedlings baby oil. Some ingredients that we really need to be paying attention to make sure you don't have in the products that you might be buying at big box stores. Tricloscan. It's cancer causing. SLS wrecks your endocrine system, can actually cause your hair to fall out, and that's in almost every shampoo.
Wow,
that is at a big box
I didn't know
store.
that. Gosh, I will have to start reading the label, so is you.
Please.
Let's move a little bit off the oils to the other healthy approaches you have in your study, in your life. We are here today because Rhonda forgot something.
She called me out.
I did. So let me know. I mean, I have no idea what I signed up for, but
Okay, so what she's talking about it's called an iTovi scan, and so it's just a little handheld device. You're just going to put it in your hand, and it uses GSR NASA technology, and it'll scan your body through electromagnetic waves, and then it'll send a report to you to let you know what oils or supplements from Young Living that you're deficient in, that your body is needing. And it's pretty scary how accurate it is. And so what I do is I meet people when I bring it, and the reason she's calling me out is I called her and I said, I'm so sorry, I'm charging it, and so it's sitting on my kitchen counter. So I did not bring it, so I cannot scan her. But what I like to do...
We will do it.
Yeah, we'll have to reschedule that. So what I like to do is whatever it scans you, so we'll do supplements and oils, and so whatever it scans you with. So let's just say it scanned and said that you needed orange oil. And then I have a couple books for resources. We'll go to that book, we'll look up orange oil, and we'll see what emotions are attached to that oil. And 9 times out of 10, the person I'm meeting with can say, oh yeah, I'm feeling that. Or I've been experiencing that, yeah. And it's like it's reading your mail, right? You know that. And so I always want to deal with the emotional aspect. I mean, that's not always the case. Sometimes you have a toothache just because it sucks. You just have a toothache. Sometimes you have a toothache because it's on the right meridian, on the right side and the bottom, and we connect that meridian to issues with your maternal mother. And that's actually what has happened to me. So yeah, we like to dive deep. And I have a functional medicine doctor mentality. I'm not a doctor, but I have that mentality. So you have eczema. Okay, so do we have an oil that can be used for that? Well, okay, possibly. But why do you have eczema? Why do you have a headache? Let's get to the root cause. So can you use an oil to help with that issue? Possibly. But why do you have it? Let's get to the root cause. Western medicine says, here's a prescription, here's a shot, here's a cream.
Here's a pill.
Yes, and that takes care of the symptom. But why do you have it?
The cause, yes,
what's the
exactly.
cause? Let's get to the root cause. And that's what I always want to talk about. And so maybe that root cause is an emotion. And so for the scan, we've got the books, and I look up the emotion, and let's dive deep to find out if that's it. If not, let's look up, I have another book, let's look up what the physical attributes of that oil are. What can that plant do to help us? The reason I love to use plant juice, is what I call it, essential oil, it's just the oil extracted from the plant that God gave us, right? So there's nothing alternative or outside the box or weird about it. This is what they used to use, right? I mean, Walmart, the pharmaceutical industry, is only about 100 years old. So what did Laura Ingalls do? Hundreds and hundreds of years ago. They went to the back 40, they pulled up a weed, they made a poultice, they made a tea, they lived off the land. The land provided for them medically.
Yes, the only difference now is that everything uses so much fertilization and all these chemicals to grow.
Right, because the soil is important. And that's what I like about Young Living. When I researched all the different essential oil companies, because there's a lot out there, and I chose Young Living based on the fact that I called their office and I had a list of 12 questions. No one could answer my questions except Young Living. Can I come visit the farms? Yes. Young Living's the only essential oil company in America that owns their own farms. So I've been to 5 of them. And when Gary finds a farm that he wants to purchase and start growing certain plants, that he says that the farm, the soil, has to be free of any pesticides or insecticides for 50 years. Because it doesn't go away. It goes into the soil and into the water table underneath the soil, and it doesn't go away. It takes years and years and years. So you're like, oh yeah, I haven't ever sprayed anything for the last 2 years, and so I'm going to plant my garden there. Then pesticides, insecticides are still there. It's in the soil, it's in the roots, it's in the dirt, it's in the water.
Yeah,
so it's very important.
Okay, so now let's go to the raindrop technique.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So the raindrop was created by Gary Young, the founder of Young Living, and it is a process of dropping 8 different oils, and these are the oils that are
Dropping
really
where?
Dropping on your back. Sorry, thank you. So yeah, we're just dropping.
Like dropping,
and they break. So we're going to drop the oils on your spine, on your back, and on the bottom of your feet.
So let's go back a little bit. So if somebody will be interested in raindropping, they have to make the appointment with you in the office. You have a bed when they have to undress, I guess, right?
Well, not at first. So I have a massage table. I do these in my home at Midwest Boulevard in Waterloo. So yes, you can contact me if you'd like a session. And you're on the table on your back, and all you have to do is take your socks off for right now. And then I will use the oils on the spine of your foot. So if we pretend this is your foot and we're talking about reflexology, I'm going to go up the spine of your foot with the oil and land on your big toe. Your big toe is your head. What I do is vibrational raindrops. So I will apply the oil on the spine of your foot, then I will strike a tuning fork and run the tuning fork up the spine of your foot. So then there's healing in vibration.
Yes, so tell us, like we kind of curve to the vibration right now. Like incorporate the vibration to the raindrops, how this helps us.
So everything has frequency. Every living thing has frequency given to us by our Creator, right? And I mean, when it says, and God spoke into existence, there is frequency, there's vibration in His words when He spoke it.
Well, even if we speak now, I mean, you have to vibrate your cords to...
And this is nothing woo-woo. You can track it by an electromediogram. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't think that was the right word, but you can research you can research that. You can track, or what's the word I'm looking for? Be able to find out what that frequency is. So my frequency that I'm speaking is a different frequency than yours. I might have 136 megahertz and you've got 150 megahertz. That's why when you're talking to different people, you're like, I don't like, or maybe a song. I don't like that song. It hurts my ear. It's the frequency of that song. Or my 2 youngest children are profoundly deaf, and so they can hear certain people, like they might hear my husband's voice better over my voice because he has a lower frequency to the voice, right? And so everything has a frequency. Your goal is to have a high frequency in your body. The human body resonates between 56 and 62 megahertz, a healthy body. When you get sick, that starts dropping. When you just hold a cup of coffee, not even drink it, when you just hold a cup of coffee, they've measured the frequency of your body, it drops by 4 megahertz.
Oh no, I just have this big cup here.
I know, I'm sorry. I hate to tell people that. So some people say, okay, and essential oils increase your frequency, right? Yeah, okay, coffee, oils. Coffee, oils. It's like whatever you have to do.
So the smell of the coffee is I mean, relaxing.
Well, for some people, I can't stand it. But yeah, I'm one of the weird ones, I know. And so your goal is to boost the frequency of your body. And how do you do that? You do that through the foods that you eat, your emotions. When you get mad, your frequency goes down in your body.
Really?
Yeah, so your emotions. So
I will think that it like brings my energy. Oh,
well, that's your fight or flight. Your adrenals just kicked in, right? But you think about it, when you're happy, you're in a good mood, right? And you resonate that energy, and you're smiling. Have you ever walked into a room, like maybe to a meeting or something, and you get ready to sit next to somebody and you're like, I do not want to sit next to them. You can tell they're not happy. And it emanates, the aura, whatever you want to call it, it emanates. You're like, I'm going to sit somewhere else. Or I've been at meetings before where I have sat next to that person and maybe they're struggling, maybe they're going through something. I mean, we all have secrets, right? Yes. Or they're just mad, maybe they got in a fight with a family member that day. I left that meeting very unhappy. Because I took over their energy because it was so strong. Their frequency was super low. So my goal, and should be our goal, is every day we want to do things to help keep our frequency high. Because when your frequency is low, you start getting sick. And then, I don't know if you've noticed, but let's say you catch a cold, and then I talk to people like this. They're like, well, while I was sick, then I got an infection, and the sore throat wouldn't go away, and then the cough lasted like a month, because our frequency is so low, our immune system is low, that we just catch whatever comes along.
Wow.
So we need to be able to jump that frequency up as fast as we can. That's why I use essential oils every day. I use them topically, I diffuse them, I ingest them, I put lemon oil or vitality in my water because I want to keep that frequency here. If this is the wellness line, I want to stay here or above it as often as I can.
Definitely.
I mean, I'm not saying if you use essential oils, you're never going to get sick. You're going to.
Of course, yes.
But I can tell you my recovery period is very quick. Yeah, it's a lot faster than what it ever used to be.
Okay, so let's go back again to the foot. You put
so the oils on the feet, and then the tuning fork running up the spine, and then I will have you roll over, hold up a privacy sheet, take off your shirt, and then your face is in the hole, the massage table, and then I work on your back. So I'm only working at your back from your waist, to your brainstem. So then we will lightly drop different oils on your back. I feather it in. This is not a massage. I'm just like feathering it in, using the tuning forks up your spine, and so that whole process on your back lasts about 30 minutes, and then we end it with a hot compress. So
what does it do?
So the benefit,
the
benefit of a raindrop is for those that are in any type of pain, anywhere, not just necessarily back pain. So I have had a ton of testimonies where people have messaged me that day or even the next day, odd things that I didn't work on, like my hiatal hernia on the front. I'm not touching the front of you, right? My back pain is gone. I've worked on people that have autoimmune issues, even scoliosis, that have helped them be able to sit longer than they ever were before that. Those that are sick. So as soon as one of my children says, I don't feel very well, I'm like, on the table, we're giving you a raindrop, right? Because I want to boost that immune system to help you fight off what might be attacking your body.
So do you use the same essential oils for this therapy for everybody, or you adjust the oils for different people?
Good question. I started to say yes and no. So there are these 8 oils that we use. They are a lot of the cooking oils. So you'll smell like an Italian restaurant when I'm done with you. So it's basil, marjoram, thyme, rosemary, oregano. And so we do use those specific 8 oils in order. However, if you come to me and we have a little session, we chat beforehand, I want to get to know you, and I know that you're dealing with some things, maybe a recent death in the family or something's going on, I might use that iTovi scan and scan you, and then I will incorporate the oils that it scans you for, and I'll use those on your back. Because that targets what your body actually needs.
Will you feel comfortable to say, like, what is the approximate cost of the?
Yeah, it's $80 for, it's about a 1-hour session total.
Would you recommend one session or more than one?
Always more than one. So I myself receive a raindrop every 2 to 3 weeks from my friend that just lives about 15 minutes from me. And I go to her house, get on the table, she gives me one, get off the table, I give her one. Because my goal is to be proactive. It's not because I'm that sick. It's because I'm trying not to be that sick, right? I always want to be in that proactive mode. So I have clients that come to me weekly. A raindrop, I would not think that it would be necessary more often than a week, unless you're fighting something like, I know a friend who was trying to quit smoking. He was smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
Wow.
He got 2 raindrops every single day for 2 weeks in a row. Had a 35-year-old habit of smoking 2 packs a day. And after 2 raindrops every day for 2 weeks, that was it. It took the craving away. And that was 8 years ago. He still never picked up a cigarette again. So unless it's an addiction or something like that, a raindrop can have effects that last up to a week. So once a week is a good idea.
You said addiction. We have in America food addiction.
Yes, we do.
So does it work for somebody who is struggling with weight loss?
I've never experienced that. I've never worked on anyone for that specific purpose.
Reason, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not real sure. It's mainly for boosting the immune system, for types of pain, emotional releases. Sometimes that does happen. I want you to come to me and know that my oils room is a safe place, and tears happen on the massage table because the essential oils cross the blood-brain barrier, and so they work on an emotional level. And so sometimes that release just naturally happens, which is good.
Of course,
there's healing in the tears.
Yes,
you know,
I
when we
agree.
bottle it up, that's not necessarily healthy.
Unless you are over 50 and then you cry for no reason.
Yes, we've done that.
I don't know. Did we cover everything?
I think we
is
did. I think we
Anything
did.
else
Yeah.
we need to say?
We can end it with saying, I also do lymphatic detox, so that's probably a whole nother video. Just reach out to me if you would like. I have a list of my services. My website's under construction, so I'm working on that as well. You can follow me on Instagram. I talk a lot about the lymphatic system on Instagram. It's just my name, Rhonda Sue Flint. If your lymphatic system quit working, within 24 hours you would be dead. So we need to be doing things to help keep our lymphatic system moving. You know, my goal is to help people that are broken and have sick homes, right? So what we put on our body, in our body, what we bring into our home matters. And as a gatekeeper of your home and of your body, I want to encourage you to visit products that you are using. And if you research even just one ingredient and you didn't like what you saw, then reach out to me. And let's see if Young Living has a healthier option for you to help you live a healthier life the time that you have here on Earth.
Yes. So again, if you want to get hold of Rhonda, she's on Facebook, she's on Instagram, any other social network, LinkedIn?
I don't do a whole lot with LinkedIn, so just Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, and we will see you when we see you.